Actually, I'm curious to know something. Why is it so shocking that, like, if I work, I can get games day one? Why does that blow everybody's mind? I'm not trying to sound stuck up here, and don't take this the wrong way, but $60 when you earn a paycheck of, like, 900 something for 2 weeks is really not that much in the long run. And yes, I have to save for bills and things like that, but still, it's not that much. So let's say you get 2 games when they launch. That's $120. And if you're like me and you trade in older stuff, when you do that, you build up store credit to begin with. You know, it's pretty simple. It's like, let's say, you wanna... Let's just grab a random selection of games. Okay, I'll explain this to you so people can understand, like, the concept here, because a lot of people seem confused by this. I'm going to turn off the game sound for a second too so I can explain this. Let's say you want to get Metal Gear Rising, right? But you don't have the money. But, you know, you've got, like, Asura's Wrath lying around. You already beat this, like, 10 times. You've seen the whole fucking game. There might be a chance where you want to replay it, maybe once or twice, but honest to God, if people already did full playthroughs on YouTube, you could always just watch it for that 1 or 2 scenes that you really dig, like a lot of these games are, where this game is like constant QuickTime events. This is more like a movie than a fucking video game most times. You could trade in DMC, or you could trade in any disposable number of games. Believe it or not, if you trade in... Here, I'll show you. If you trade it in, like... Where's a really cheap game? Let me just find something random. Give me a second. Here. Let's say you trade in... Let's say the game is coming out, right? And they have a deal, and they always have deals. Like, Gerpy found out about this when he traded into Mick for Revengeance. You know, the fucking game was worth more because the fucking trade-in deals they have going, where they give you 50% extra trade-in towards games that are coming out or consoles that are coming out. So if I traded in these 4 games, which grand total do not equal fucking $60 anymore, actually they're worth way less than that. This is worth fucking, I think, $5 trade-in tops. You'll actually get 10 for this now, so you're making a bonus right there. You trade these all in, you got enough for fucking 1 game, and then you got some extra credit you could put towards something else. If you keep doing this constantly, you could build up a credit like out the fucking window, and then you could just go to the store and pick up games one day like I did. I had $430-something in store credit. You know? Fuck it. And believe me when I tell you this, most of these games will never vanish without a trace. There's a couple that become rare, but for the most part, there's no such thing as the game selling out and never being seen again. That's just doesn't happen anymore. And with shit like Amazon and stuff, you can always get the games. They don't sell out. And now you got them distributing the games on shit like PSN and stuff, so you could still get the game if you wanted to. The body count's alright. It's technically the spiritual successor to Black on the PS2, which was pretty goddamn good. I always wanted to check it out, so I said, fuck it, why not? But that's how I do it. That's my trick. So if you wanted to know how the fuck I managed to do this constantly, there you go. It's not tough. It's just basic, just maneuvering it, you know? Get yourself the fucking GameStop card, that frigging power-up rewards card, and constantly use that with everything you do. You start building up a credit thing towards it. You also get bonuses through the card, which you might be able to knock off the entire price of a game. I've done that multiple times. Just for fucking pre-ordering and shit, I got bonus points that I was able to put towards buying new stuff. It just takes a little bit of time in the beginning for that number to build up, but once it starts building up, it starts going up really high. I'm like one of the top, like when it comes to GameStop, apparently in the whole fucking area, I'm like one of the #1 people. Like, I have the highest rating of like, internal credit and shit saved and shit like that. Like, they had me on a list of, like, top 10 fucking people or something. But that's all there is to it. And then you've got access to whatever you want. And that's the easiest way to go about fucking getting games. Trade the old shit you're not playing. You're not gonna play everything. Now, I said that, why do I have a stack of fucking games? Well, a couple of them were sent to me, but aside from that, because I have no interest in buying any more games for a while. There's really nothing coming out that interests me. Tomb Raider and Bioshock Infinite are like the only other things I could think of off the top of my head that I might want to play. But here's the question of the day. Are either of the games made by a Japanese developer? No. Are either of the games looking to be incredibly rare after they come out? No. Do either of the games appear to be something that will sell out and not be restocked or not have extra copies day one, like a lot of games do? Like fucking Crysis 3, they got a shit ton of extra copies in. People didn't even pick up their pre-orders apparently because they heard the game was kind of like 8 hours and they were disappointed. I guess they expected 40 fucking hours, even though the last one is like 11 hours long or some shit. That's if you take your sweet ass time. But when I look at those three, and I consider it, I go to myself, there's no rush. There's no reason for me to run to the fucking store and pick it up. Metal Gear Rising, different fucking story. Japanese development, Platinum Games, which fucking people are going apeshit over lately, I guess because the other games were really kick-ass. And it's a Metal Gear game. Even if it's a spin-off, it's still got Metal Gear on the title. People are going to go apeshit for it. The only other reason to pre-order, and I'll show you... One of the other reasons to do pre-orders is to get cool shit like that. Which is an absolutely sick fucking art book that I got for free because I pre-ordered this thing. That I was saying to Gerpy I wanted to fucking take the pages out and put them on my wall because this just looks fucking amazing. I love this artwork. This is like one of the coolest pre-order bonuses I've gotten. That being said, I've got something even rarer. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. If I can remember where the fuck I put it, that is. There was only one game that came out that was incredibly rare the first day. And that's because limited supplies and they fucked up shipments, so people were going apeshit trying to get it. The game in question is this one right here. I was the only person that got a copy of this over here because I pre-ordered it way in advance. Why did I pre-order this way in advance, even if I didn't intend to buy it? Because I figured because of what it was... and the initial response to how fucking good it was supposed to be, this was going to be a big one. I already sold 3 copies of this, by the way. I made way more than I should have. And the reason I made way more than I should have, because I pre-ordered it in multiple places, is because I pre-ordered to get this. People go fucking nuts for art books and collectibles. Metal Gear Rising Limited Edition comes with a fucking, like a lamp or something. I saw that shit selling for over $300 on eBay recently. Like fucking hours ago. But this is the reason I can do what I do, is because I watch shit like this, and I make a lot of money selling games. I'll give you an example. I had Metal Gear Rising before it actually came out. I went to Walmart, they actually had it beforehand, I picked it up. Wasn't really supposed to have it, but Walmart's retarded like that. They constantly release games early. My friend wanted that game in the worst fucking way. He went nuts to try to get it for me. So in the end, my friend wound up paying me $80 fucking to buy the copy off of me so he could play it in advance. So that pretty much paid off half the price on my copy. So I can't really complain. So, pretty much as simple as that. Aside from that, my fan base sent me a couple games. I don't know why. I was like I couldn't figure it out, because I already have Hitman Absolution for PC, but somebody sent it to me on PS3. And when I fucking spoke to them through private message on YouTube, I said, if you want, I'll send it back to you, because I already have it. I don't think I should have 2 copies. they told me to keep it, and they wouldn't accept it back, so I was like, okay. But I mean, aside from that, I mean, I don't own that many PS3 games. My collection's still quite kind of like limited compared to what it used to be. But at the same time, I don't have time to play all those games. And on a whole, you know, it's just like, this is the system that I've been using for years now to get games. I sell them, I play them, I buy them again, I sell them. It's kind of like renting in the long term in some cases. But by the time I'm done, you know, I usually have the games that I want. Specifically, like, that I want to play over and over again. What are you sending me? I can't really... What the fuck was I saying? I got thrown off here. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, hopefully that unravels the mystery behind how this keeps happening. Because people seem to think that I just I get everything for free. No, not really. I buy a majority of this crap. Lately, I've been getting, you know, stuff for free from fans. More board games than anything. I don't know what the hell happened there. I had about 5 or 6 of them on my wish list. And then, I guess because I talked about it on the stream last time, people remembered what I said, and they just started sending stuff non-stop. Yeah, I played a couple hours of Fire Emblem. I can't really play more than that, because then I start getting really addicted, and my eyes, the strain gets unbelievable, because I'm playing in 3D. The game looks great, I can't help it. But, why the fuck would I stream that? Seriously, why would I stream...